Hey guys, how's it going? Long time no see. Actually, by the time you see this video, you won't really see a delay. I'll probably punch this one out pretty quick. I don't know what I've told you, where I've been that you know of, but I'm all moved into Detroit. Been there for probably better part of a month since I last updated you. But I'm at an airport right now. I'm headed back to whence I came fairly recently in your timeline. I'm going to Seattle. My friends from Portland are organizing a cycle trip. Mel, the guy who owns Recumbent PDX, invited me on a event that he's organizing. It's going to take place on an island called the San Juan Islands. We're going to be there for like a week. So I'm leaving Detroit. I just got dropped off by an Uber. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. My flight is Spirit Airlines. I paid $80 extra just to carry this little bag on. I am well prepared and surprisingly awake and ready to go on an adventure. I have very little faith in baggage claim at airports anymore. And so when Mel told me about this event, that it was coming up, I was sort of not interested in bringing the big trike. I mean, I really want to ride it, but I don't want to jump for a week trip and end up having to deal with like an airport issue. Plus, there's a layover in Vegas, and if it was a direct flight, maybe I'd try it, but no way, not for this. Plus, a Spirit would have charged me a leg and an arm and a torso. Pretty easy to the gate. Everything's good. We should be boarding pretty soon, but it's Spirit, so you never know. Long day ahead of me. I have to fly to Vegas, then we fly to Seattle, then I take a shuttle that's like an hour and a half to some intermediary location, have to swap buses. Then I take a bus to a ferry terminal where I take a ferry from Anacortes to Friday Harbor. It is currently 4. I started at 3, and I won't finish today's transit until like 5 p.m. I think, something like that. It's gonna be a long one. Yes. Another thing I've sort of adopted for this trip is a shoulder pack. I don't normally have a shoulder pack, I normally have a backpack. hat mark. But I think a shoulder pack would be better, especially riding the trike. So I have a shoulder pack today. It'll make the airport portion of this easier. I think traveling with the shoulder pack is maybe a little easier than a backpack.
You may continue using your cell phone, but only until the aircraft doors are closed. We'll make a follow-up announcement. So just laptop computers must be stowed prior to pushback. So we do ask if you plan on making any...
It's like a 4.5-hour flight. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Doing any work on your laptop computers, make sure you do that at this time.
Cell 9 for those of you staying here in Vegas. Have a good day. You too. Bye. It's here if you want it, okay?
All right, guys, we are in Vegas. I messaged my friend Matt. I was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm in your neck of the woods, and the flight that I'm going to be flying on next, right over there." I do want a coffee, though. One of my favorite things about Vegas is just the variety of people. Like, you have people from all over the world, even more so than like New York City or some of these other places. Maybe not New York City. But you know what's the difference between New York City, the variety of people, and Vegas? Most people in Vegas are just here to have a great time. In New York City, they're there to get things done. Business, it's all business. Vegas is about fun. Oh, that was the first one on the plane. Haven't been the first one on the plane in a little while. That includes first class, special needs, because there was nobody that needed a wheelchair access. The flight from Detroit, there was like 10 people with wheelchairs. I felt like a real jerk because I kept like, is it my turn? Is it my turn? And the people rolling up in wheelchairs are like, "No, bro, you ain't special needs." Anyways, we're gonna leave Vegas, head to Seattle. Once we get to Seattle, we got to board a shuttle bus, and then the shuttle bus leaves half hour after I arrive. So hopefully we arrive a little bit early. That would be great. So far so good though. Looks like it's a pretty sparsely. Doesn't look like there's many people that's going to be on this plane.
On the larger ones in the overhead compartment.
We are in Seattle. We got to catch a bus to the harbor and then take a Ana Cortez. Going to Ana Cortez. Had a really nice conversation with the guy named Mike that was sitting next to me. Very, very cool. Some of the coolest conversations I have on these flights. We have made excellent time. Like excellent time. In fact, I could even get a coffee if I wanted. I'm so early that this is the bus before the bus that I need. Good sign. I'd rather be early than late, especially when I'm picking up a bus. Yeah, very, very enriching conversation with Mike in the plane. Talked about everything. Culture to China, politics, racism, bigotry, fatherhood, lifestyles. It's crazy. All right. Now we just take one nice little bus ride and a nice little ferry ride. We're almost through the charter bus section. We've done the Uber section, we've done the flying section, charter bus section, and we'll do the ferry section. Transportation episode today. All forms of transport. Oh, the lens in this camera is so dirty. I'm very sorry. I'll fix that later. So on a bit of a turn of luck, I was supposed to be late for a ferry, which would mean I would have to take this later one, and I was going to miss the rest of the people that are on this trip. But it turns out the ferry that they were going to go on got canceled, so it means that I'm actually going to be joining them. I was not thinking I was going to see them until I arrived on Friday Harbor. So cool.
It's we wrote it in the fall. I was having problems.
Whoa! Jayoe!
How's it going? What I'm talking about.
From
wires going through the
Gary. This is Gary.
Hey! Now I know.
Finally, yeah. Here are some of the rides. Mel owns Recumbent PDX, so most of these things are cat trikes, but we have some people from out of town that brought their own trikes. We got some HPs, some different ones. Hey. So this is going to be an interesting event. It's going to be, basically we're just tootling around the islands here, and we're tootling around with old friends. You know this girl over here, this young lady. Did you bring any rum?
No rum.
No rum. Bourbon.
No bourbon.
No bourbon.
Not this time.
We'll have to find some. Anyways,
Yeah,
you know Sylvie
this
Halpern.
is Mel's trip to the San Juan Islands. It's an annual event, and I think this is the biggest. At one point, I think 30 people were going to be here, but I think the latest count is 24.
Okay.
And we're going to be just riding around on all the different islands, taking ferries.
Sil counts as like 3, just her.
Right.
And I count as 2.5. So we're getting up there. We're getting up there. But we're waiting for the ferry, and then we'll head and get some dinner.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
We're on Fidalgo Island at the moment.
Fidalgo?
Fidalgo.
We're on an island right now?
We're on an island. We're in the San Juan Islands right now.
Oh, so we must have taken a bridge.
Yep.
I just didn't
Deception
notice.
Pass. from Whidbey Island to Fidalgo.
Okay.
So Anacortes is on Fidalgo, and we're going to Friday Harbor.
Friday Harbor first. Oh, you guys know Pat. Remember Pat? He's the man. Did you see my last episode? It's okay if you haven't, but I was at AZUB and I said they produce exquisite recumbents. And I'm like, I stole that from Pat because he makes exquisite recumbent parts. Yeah, for those of you watching this video today, that is where I'm at in publishing the videos. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a while before you see this episode. So this was a bit of a surprise trip. I had been hearing about this trip for a long time when I was there with Mel in Portland, and he had said that he was really looking forward to doing this San Juan trip. I wanted to come here when the van was finished and I could drive the van with my my TiFLY X. That was like my original intent if I was going to do it. And I was sort of like putting my foot down and saying, I'm not going to come here unless I can bring my van. But you know what, I've been kind of hanging around the house dealing with family matters, mowing lawns, putting together IKEA furniture, getting my daughter Eva, you know, ready for school, and living sort of a suburban American life. And so this might be a good kick in the pants to get me starting to do some more adventuring. No better way to do some adventuring than with some old friends, like a lot of old friends. Pat from TRAVELOGUES, then we have Dana Lieberman. He runs Bent Up Cycles in LA, where I first rode my first trike. Then there's obviously Mel, and hopefully his wife Janet will show up. I would love to see Janet because she is a sweetheart. It'll feel a little bit empty without her. We've got Sylv, obviously, and then Zach Kaplan, I think, might be here. A whole bunch of people. Some I've never met before, some people that know me, but I don't know them. So should be fun. Should be a fun island hopping adventure. We're gonna go to about three islands, I think, in the whole trip. It's all being organized by Mel at Recumbent PDX, and so he's kind of got the reins, you know, to kind of guide this adventure. So it should be fun. I'm tired. I started at 3 o'clock in the morning in Detroit, and I am slowly whittling away at whatever energy reserves I have left. Pat is the fact master, the master of facts. We're looking at some of the houses here that are like just perched right on the water level, and Pat's saying that this whole area is about due for a little rumble.
Another big earthquake and a tsunami, and
I mean, none of these islands are they're not that tall out of the water. I mean, obviously we're not talking about a huge tsunami. Yeah, all it would take is a 10-footer or 20-footer.
Oh yeah, you wipe out all those houses.
Yeah. Yeah. We are living on the edge of a knife at all times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know.
Sometimes more than others.
Yeah. I mean, I've been living in Detroit. Detroit's boring. I mean, like we're landlocked, and we got, you know, obviously we have lakes. But we have tornadoes. That's about as bad as it gets. But you're on the coast.
You have wild Canadians coming through.
Well, there are the Canadians. Yeah, they're pasties, and you know, they're foul hoser language. So
bringing the A.
yeah, they're polluting our language.
Brainworms.
A. So, are you looking forward to any specific island or ride?
I'm looking forward to going to Orcas. It's a hell of a climb up to the top, but well worth it, and Orcas is beautiful.
Are we going to see your daughter when she's there?
No,
they're going to be gone by the time we get
there. They're leaving on Sunday, and we're doing the ride on Sunday. Okay. So I told her to watch out for us. We might
cross
pass
paths
on the road or something.
Yeah, they were saying that the whales have migrated away, but you might see an orca.
Yeah, they live around here year round.
Yeah.
The other whales are busy migrating. They probably don't come into the bay here.
We're staying in a number of places along this adventure, but the first one is going to be a place called Juniper House. And I'm not sure where I'll be sleeping, but it's pretty tight, apparently. It's a full house.
It makes sleep like 14 or something, and there's one room with bunks in it. There's several other rooms with multiple beds in it, and
I don't need much. Kung Fu pizza. Nice place. Juniper is the name of the lady who runs it. Nice little deck out there. Place to chill. Fire pit over there. We're finding rooms. These rooms are sort of set up for a lot of people, so I chose the top bunk. Top bunk in this room. There's a whole bunch of rooms. I am very tired, actually. Very tired. I'm hoping that dinner will light my fire a little bit. Get me feeling good. We're having dinner at a place called Brickworks, and Leslie, one of the riders, she's good at making pies. I've had a couple of her pies at Mel's for Friday dinner, Friday lunch. These are no joke. These pies are absolutely no joke. I ran out of batteries. We had fun tonight. We got a lot of riding to go the next couple of days. I'm super tired. The light isn't good. It's too dark. Say goodbye. Jayoe.